Hello, I'm Amy the Bunny Lady, and this is my partner Elusive, Ellie for short. High five. Good job! And today we're going to talk about some ways that you can absolutely pamper your rabbit without compromising their health. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We give tips and tricks for how to make sure you have a happy and healthy bunny in your home. So if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscription button and the notification bell next to it so you never miss any of our weekly videos. The first thing that you can do to spoil your rabbit is to free roam your rabbit. So what is free roaming? Free roaming is basically when you treat your rabbit kind of the same way we treat cats or dogs. So you basically allow your rabbit to roam free in your house. This allows your rabbit a lot more freedom to do what they want. They can exercise whenever they want to, take naps wherever they want to, and just overall it's a much more pleasant lifestyle for your rabbit because they never have to be put back into a cage. I love you. I love you. It's a lot more difficult to free roam some rabbits than others because some rabbits can be little troublemakers. But for many rabbits, if you do a very good job at rabbit proofing your home, so making sure you cover your wires and get them out of your rabbit's reach, making sure that you cover problem areas of the carpet, like corners of the rooms where rabbits will tend to dig into them. And if your rabbit is one of those that goes after the baseboards, then doing some way to block your rabbit's access to baseboards. Most of the time, if you can do a good job at those three aspects, then you can free roam your rabbit. But of course it does depend on the personality of your rabbit and how much of a troublemaker or how much of a little Houdini rabbit they are. If you do want to learn more about rabbit proofing, I do have a video that you can check out, so head on over there for all of the basics. The next thing you can do to spoil your rabbit is to give your rabbit a castle. Treat them like a princess, or prince in some cases. So you can go out and buy a fancy castle for your rabbit. There are actually a bunch of places that sell these really cool wooden castles that you can buy different pieces and set it up in different ways. I'll leave a link in the description to one of those that you can check out if that's something that you're interested in. But this can actually end up being kind of expensive. So if that's not something that you really want to invest in, then you can actually make your own castle out of cardboard. If you have a bunch of large cardboard boxes, you can make holes in them, cut them up, and then attach them together, make little bridges. And you can do that to make a fun cardboard castle for your rabbit. Now the downside of making a cardboard castle is it's not going to be very durable. Rabbits are real good at tearing up cardboard, so when I last made a cardboard castle for Ellie, I think it lasted about 2 weeks before it had totally collapsed because she was digging and chewing through it, so that's also something to keep in mind. But it can be a fun obstacle course, a fun little home for your rabbit. You can also learn to give your rabbit a wonderful massage. So most rabbits really love to be pet, especially once they get a little older. Like some young rabbits under a year, maybe up to 2 years, don't really like sitting still for very long and letting you pet them. But as they age, usually they will come to just love melting in the floor while you pet them. So if you can learn how to give them like the best massage ever, that is an excellent way to spoil your rabbit. The sweet spot for most rabbits is right behind their ears. You start by giving them some scritches on their forehead and then move your hand behind their ears and they give them like a deep massage there. It doesn't have to be a light hand. Many rabbits actually really like when you put pressure into petting them. Obviously not so much pressure that you're hurting them, but it doesn't have to be super like light fingers. Many rabbits really like it when you like press into them and give them more of a massage type petting. And then I will also often rub my rabbits basically on their shoulders, like giving them a shoulder massage. So it'll be behind their ears and on their shoulders at the same time. And that's something that my rabbits really love, and most rabbits will really like this, especially once they come to trust you. Giving them a little cheek massage is also something that most rabbits really like. But if they aren't used to being pat on their cheeks, they might be a little bit startled the first couple times, so be prepared to expect that. But usually once they understand what you're doing, rabbits very much like a cheek massage too. Rabbits are foragers by nature. They like sniffing out different foods and finding them and eating them, and it's just part of their natural rabbit curiosity that they like to do this kind of thing. So giving your rabbits ways in which they can forage for food is really great for their mental enrichment and is also some way to reward them with a yummy treat. Now, to make this a kind of healthier version, instead of just giving them treats for this, I recommend using something like dried herbs. So dried herbs are typically pretty healthy for rabbits. I have a video going over some of the herbs that you can give your rabbit that they'll really love, and even some of the health benefits that these herbs might have. But what I do with these herbs is I will take a little handful of them and I will either sprinkle it around on the floor or sprinkle it around in a digging box or potentially sprinkle it around in their hay trough. And then the rabbits can go foraging through these places to find the yummy herbs. It's a way that they can use their natural foraging instincts and use their natural curiosity to find these yummy flavors. The place I like to get my herbs is from Small Pet Select, so I'll leave one of those links for you down below. My rabbits really like the Zen Tranquility blend, so you can check that out. But there are a number of other blends that you can try too to see what your rabbit likes best. And then the final way that you can totally spoil your rabbit is just by spending so much time with them. So rabbits are super social creatures. In the wild, they would have a whole family group that they would spend time with. So especially if your rabbit is a single rabbit, they can really, really benefit from all of the time that you can give them. So like sit on the floor with them or even just like work in the same room with them. Just by kind of being around them, you're giving your rabbit some of that socialization that they really crave. But even better if you can like interact with them, like play with them, play little games with them, or sit on the floor and pet them while you're reading or scrolling through your phone. Just whatever you can do to spend time with your rabbit as much as you can. That is the best way to spoil them, and that's the best way to bond with your rabbit and create a much closer relationship. So there you have it, 5 ways that you can spoil a rabbit without giving them too many treats. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that we will see you next week.